It's reassuring how alone we aren't.
Hey Hawk, how's it skibbidying?
Trust me, you need this.
Normally I include a very funny joke with my entry fee, but instead can I petition to ban Shinobi for that affront to nature?
Okay, how about now? Does that work? Did that do anything?
Hello Mr. Noki J boy, I have two things to say.
Oh,
First that I'm grateful for the plushie, and second is for anyone who misses Riot Bright Moon. He's now part of Valorant's narrative team.
hey.
See the wonder.
Well, that's good.
Nikki, you stinker, I just started playing video of games and now you stream also. Your jet is audible again.
What? My jet is audible again? I don't even know what that means. Where's my activity feed? OBS. Where is it gone, OBS? Where's my activity feed? I can't see anything.
Oh, hello.
What the everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. New PC woes. I can't. Where the hell?
Nature surprise.
Where's my thing?
Happy 1 year anniversary for Nicholas J boy.
Oh.
Also marking 1 year since Nikki's first custom skin stream.
Oh,
Anyways, love you much, my friend. The comic is goated. Hope you love it.
Oh, thank you, Blue Jay. I can. If I go to. Oh God, do I gotta do this? I guess.
Hey, it's a thingy people use.
I guess that.
Hello there,
work.
Nicholas entry fee boy.
Am I okay? No, I'm a little tired. I'm a
Hello,
little
Mr.
sleepy.
Nikki, 10 months.
Oh,
Nearing the big 1 year anniversary.
Ooh.
Let's hope to another Nick quest in the 2nd year, Nicky boy. Blah blah.
Oh, mate.
Hey, it's
Thank
a thingy
you.
people
Oh God, it was so
use.
loud.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I'm super glad my plushie goes so well on my tuber shelf. Also, I'm surprised no one saw the plushie in the jar yet.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. It's bad for your health.
Treat myself.
Oops, I dropped my entry fee.
Oh, there's no entry fee. It's not.
Hey there.
Okay, I think I got. Okay, Hidal was taken. Thank you for the 5 months. Faye, thank you for the 10 months. Blue Jay, 12 months, a whole year. Kitrit, 44 months of tier 3. Jesus Christ, man. Jurassic, thank you for the 21 months. Oh God, everything's wrong. I don't know what's happening. My goddamn activity feed is not an option in my OBS. Where is it gone? Where is it? Oh. Restart. I have to. I mean, I have it on. I have Streamlabs open, so at least that's something. I have it active that way, but it's still annoying. Also, because like my browser has been having weird issues where randomly videos will just buffer, even though they're loaded. They won't play. So I hope that doesn't happen with the comics. I think this Mel one seems to be good.
I'm guessing you're happy we got some stuff for ALISTAR after God knows how long.
Yes.
Also finally able to pay my entry fee, Nicky Boyos.
There's no entry fee, Fanto. It's not real. I'm very surprised. ALISTAR getting lore in 2025 was not on my bingo card at all. So I'm very surprised that that's even real. But, you know, it's cool. It's cool that happened. I didn't think it would. What? Sarcastic? What? Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Sarcastic. Jesus Christ. Thank you, dude. What the hell? He isn't. Well, not anymore. He's not Noxus anymore. He's been gone for a while. Thank you, Sarcastic. Since this comics up? Yes, that's where I've got them. I've got them on the Skin Spotlights thing.
Hello.
And also, you fellas might notice the fan art box is not broken anymore. It can hold more than 12 images. Maybe I sacrificed my activity feed for being able to have more of the fan art box. Cast it back on Wallpaper Engine. I'm sure someone put it up on. I think actually Dweku, the person who made, who drew it, and then Icebridge Animate. I think one of them put it up on Wallpaper Engine actually. So should be up there. Dumb's got one. What? What the heck? He's from Argentina. Holy Jesus. All right. Well, I think my audio is not going to work for a second here. So let's... oh, wait. I can copy... Okay, am I audible? Why am I tiny? Okay. There we go. Okay, I think we got it all working now. I think so. Hopefully everything's all working. Loud and clear. Excellent. Excellent. Good, good. And everything's working there. Okay. The stream is working, which is good. I like that the stream is working. Draxon.
Yo, have a wonderful day, bro.
Oh, thank you, Draxon. Thank you. 35 months. Jesus, thank you. Oh, a gingerbread cookie. What does that even mean? What does that entail? I don't know. Let's see the legs again. No, I don't think you will. Is the audio okay, by the way? I've noticed that, like, in recent streams, my audio has been very, very fucky. Is it all right? It sounded really bad. We had to do a lot of audio work on the Ranking Arcane redesigns because it sounded really off. You see the canceled chromas and Skin Spotlights? I doubt they're actually canceled. They're just the Mythmaker chromas, right? They're probably gonna get added back to the gotcha system at some point. Good, but text-to-speech is quiet. I don't want to put the audio up too. I can put it up a little bit more. Maybe now it's a bit better. I was watching Lost. I think my parents have watched Lost several times, and both times my mom forgot everything that happened in it. I've never watched Lost. It hasn't been a series that particularly interested me. But, well, I have both of them here. I have both the Mel comic and the Atakan comic. So, what do you guys want to do first? Because Atakan's the older one. I haven't gone over it on stream, though. But we do have the Mel one, which is the newer one. Where's the autistic editing in this video? It's ADHD editing, actually. Both at the same time. That's genius. I think a retcon Alistar's lore to make it so Mel's the one who freed him. I mean, he would have already been free by the time that Mel comes back, unless they are retconning that, so now he's like newly freed. I guess that would be the retcon, right? What the hell's going on? Oh, it's the tab. Oh, Mel on the Subway Surfers. Ah, genius.
See the wonder.
What?
Can't believe they are using ALISTAR for content. They could milk those.
Revolting. Thank you, Paraguay. Thank you for the 19 months. Thank you. Does he could be on the spectrum now? I don't know. I don't know. My parents thought I had Asperger's when I was young, and apparently I don't. So, yeah. Then for Alistar ASU, I doubt it. Alistar, I think, in terms of getting a visual update, is way down at the very bottom because he already got a model update. Like, in terms of character model, he looks fine. Just his design is outdated. It's the Master Yi predicament. They're never going to update them because they already look passable. But Alistar could look way better because all the other Minotaur in League look way cooler than he does. He's the one who's like the weird fish out of water because when they did his model update, it was just to make the old version of Alistar look better. Yeah, he's boring. Well, because old Alistar...
I got 2 thumbs and a shield.
Alistar
8
model.
months of entry fees.
There's no entry fee.
Thank you.
It's not real. It's not. Thank you, Gump the Frog. Thank you. Oh, there it is. There he is. There's old Alistar. It's pretty much the same design, just you know, they just updated it a bit. A lot more emphasis on the unchained part of him here, where it just has chains wrapped around him. Yeah, he doesn't even have hoofs. He's just got human toes. Very weird. Exalted Alistar skin.
Nature's surprise.
Yeah.
Here's my Noxus entry fee.
There's no Noxus entry fee. There's none. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, Silas. Babe, Silas's persona could be. Well, you know the comics aren't connected, so let's look at Mel. Let's see this. I did like I haven't seen it. Also, this does confirm. So, people were saying that like this version of Mel, the one with her fancy dress, is way off in the future. Apparently not. Unless we like the time gap between this and Arcane is massive, which I don't know. I guess, but this just kind of lead to believe this is happening pretty soon afterwards because it looks like she's actually getting fitted. I don't know. Guess we'll see. I miss old Alistar. Old Alistar was something else. When do they explain my Minotaur only have 3 fingers? I mean, cows don't even have fingers in general, so... Jay Medarda can still be real. Yeah, maybe. If you just keep it there, I just want to say... What? You can't just drop that. I hope things get better, man. That's awful. I hope you do well, at least. That just means pillows on my piece, so they better have that. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. This is what I mean. It's clearly loaded. The video is very clearly loaded. And it just doesn't want to play. I don't know what's causing this. It's very annoying. McDonald's. It's not even my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is fine. Otherwise the stream would have died. She also got a very similar outfit back to what she had during that Ionian invasion back in the flashback in Arcane Season 1. Instead of having better YouTube. Darn, I didn't think of that. Remember the Dr. Manhattan Mordekaiser? Yes, we'll see. Also, not Old Lady Ambessa. If memory serves, in the Arcane flashback, we never actually saw Ambessa's face, right? She was covered at that moment by the shadow. So, I guess this isn't a retcon in that way. I don't imagine Ambessa looked like she was in her 60s or 70s for 20 years. That would be kind of odd. Yeah, it's pre-banishing Mel, yeah. And there he is. So this, I thought this guy was the was the Ravager. There's an LOR card that's a Noxian arena fighter that has these big claws, kind of like this. I don't think that's the same guy. Oh, the Savage Reckoner. That was him, right? Savage Reckoner. There's all these big claws, but he does not look like this. He has big claws like this guy does. Also, Big Boar Man. Probably not a Minotaur. Probably a Vastaya of some sort, I'd assume. New race of Vastaya. Yeah. We have to see. Minotaur lore are just Vastaya. I mean, I don't know, because so from what I gather, I think the reason that the Minotaur are their own species is because Vastaya are inherently magical beings, and the Minotaur are not magical. They're just brute strength. And that's probably why there's a Minotaur in the Noxian ranks, because they're not mages. Whereas every other Vastaya has some kind of magic within them. That's my theory. But yeah, so I guess logically then there would probably be more species like that. Because apparently Jack is not a Vastaya either. Like the shark people, at least his kind of shark people are not Vastaya apparently. I don't know. A game theory? Maybe, I don't know. Alistar, you look weirdly happy about murdering these people. Also, Alistar with red hair. I wonder if that's just like he dyed his hair, or if that's just what they want to go with from now on, that Alistar has red hair now. Which is interesting. I'm not sure. Okay, Chicken Man. I mean, we got the Lothlan, we got the Bird Vastaya, I guess, already.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Should probably actually do this.
Hey Nikki, I can't give entry fees like before because I have to buy lots of things, but I can afford this one now.
You don't
Once
gotta
again,
do that.
we get more animalistic anthros outside of League Champions.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
boar.
a thingy people
They
use.
yeah,
Thank
you better, I think it's probably wiser people
Just
to probably
got here
preserve the
entry
money
fee.
they have
Can I
right
get
now.
a quick recap? Also, St.
What?
Lady arrived at my home yesterday,
Yay!
cold from snow.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people have gotten the snake plushies already. I didn't think they were going to get shipped out till March, so that's really nice. People are getting them already. That's awesome. We haven't really done much. So far, it's just Ambessa's talking to Past Mel about the principles of Noxus, and she's doing like what she did in Season 2, which is like, oh yeah, there's the fourth principle, sacrifice. Just, very stupid. Probably Diaxis is a slave for Noxus, yeah. So the misconception that people get is that Minotaurs had their own little area they lived in on the outskirts of Noxus. And then when Noxus invaded, they're like, hey guys, join Noxus. And most of the Minotaurs were like, okay, that sounds fun, because they're just a bunch of like alpha male dunderheads who just like, yeah, big, strong Minotaur, punch good. So they just like testing their strength. So to become part of a society that is all about proving brute strength, They're like, oh yeah, I'm in for that. But a bunch of them were like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to conquer other nations. I'm not good with that. And they got enslaved, and Alistar was one of them. They got forced to fight in the Reckoning Pits. And the Reckoning Pits are kind of, they've reworked, or I guess they retconned how the Reckoning Pits work so many years ago. They did like a big retcon with Alistar, Draven, and Jax all at the same time. The Reckoning Pits are more like the WWE now. Where like Draven's a celebrity there. Or even like the Minotaur Reckoner or Kato the Arm. They're all celebrities.
Hey,
they're not going to die in the Reckoning Pits.
Thank you.
Another entry fee for the long wait. I got to
There's
say
no entry
keeping
fee.
the purple hair plus red now feels kinda weird. More thinking how every other Minotaur looks in lore.
Oh, man, I don't.
The forest protects us all.
Dumbs. Oh right, that was the friggin' the guesser game. I'm sinking. Why am I sinking? Oh.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
I'm alive now.
Nikki, you're sinking.
I'm alive now. Where the hell are you? Sit up straight. Oh, no, so nice to see you for living a death match. I'm kind of low. How am I? I have my microphone up. My microphone is in the OBS. Says it's peaking. How could it be any? Doesn't make any sense. How's that? Is that that's like as far as it could go without it peaking constantly? Good job for being better than chat. Dubs, I really don't understand how I got that more than the challenger play. Like if this was like lore stuff or skin things, the skin one was the one that I didn't get if I remember correctly, which is crazy. Am I sick? No, I'm just tired. What was I saying? I was saying something about David 10 gives subs though. Dubs, I appreciate that. Right. No. Wasn't Minotaur. It was. Oh, the pit. Yes. So it's a lot more like the WWE now, where there's actual celebrities in the arena. So like Draven's a celebrity. Draven's never gonna die in that arena. He can get hurt, but he's never gonna die because he's a star. People come to the pits to see Draven fight. So what they do is they have all these people like ALISTAR or like these other Reckoners that are sent in there to die. There are Reckoners that are sent in there purposely to die, but there are ones that are not going to. It's usually why they don't pit those Reckoners against each other, or they wouldn't kill each other. But ALISTAR gained a lot of fame because he was very strong and he wouldn't die, but also, as we see in the comic, he's not ruthless. So they don't like that he won't kill his opponents without being forced to. Yeah, see, they love him for the way he fights. We thought Draven died on accident. That'd be the best way to end his story, yo. Look, jeez. Okay, I don't know if I'm kind of pausing stuff, but I just want to kind of analyze the new ALISTAR design here, because this takes place in the past. So surely ALISTAR doesn't look like this anymore. But this is like, in essence, a Reckoner ALISTAR. I wonder if we're going to get a skin of this, actually, now that I think about that. Because we're definitely getting a Sun Uzal Mordekaiser skin. So it would seem weird. Yeah, in Act 2. Yeah.
Nicky boy skillis you, Nicky boy skillis you, Nicky boy skillis you, Ali Chad.
Thank you, Oppenheimer, for the 13 buds. Thank you. More so wrestler ALISTAR. Well, again, that's the vibe they're going with. They're going for the Reckoning Pits are like R-rated WWE. That's the point. That's exalted. I know. That's why I'm pissed off. The main is cool. The red main is more in line with other Minotaurs. The purple and blue was very un-Minotaur compared to the others.
Entry fee anyways, how we all
There's
do
no entry
today.
fee. Apple Crabs. Thank you for doing good. Look at ALISTAR. So like, I think the different things about ALISTAR Obviously the red. There's no way they dye
A
the
gift
fur on his
from the
mane and then on
forest.
his ankles, right?
Missed
Miles-
opportunity skins this year. For
Oh.
over 10 years I've wanted assassin janitor skins. And they give the janitor skin to Thresh? Where is my cleanup crew Zed? A collie? Kane? Give them funny mops and scrub brushes and squeegees.
Thank you, Miles, for the $5. You guys have $5 to say that. I appreciate that. I mean, more silly, goofy skins for serious champions, I think, is always welcome. It's wonderful. So this is gonna sit at Alistair where he leads a rebellion against Noxus. I mean, his whole thing is that he's going around trying to free people who are imprisoned by Noxus. That's kind of his whole mission. They also his chains here are not even really chains at all. It seems they feel more like actual just bracelets, or whatever you call these big things. Riders became WWE after Swain's rise to power. He also got like this skin tight suit. Uh-oh. This boar guy. If they ever release the Iron Boar and he looks less pig-like than this thing, then that's... But they're never going to release the Iron Boar as a character. They never will.
Hello.
Yildharg. I think actually we know the old name of all of the Freljordian demigods now, except for Seal Sister, right? Because we know Yildharg, we know Ramharg is Ornn, we know Valhir is Volibear, we know Ysarn is Anavia, we know Haestrir. Still don't know what Haestrier's even whole deal is, but we too many jokes about Sejuani using Iron Boar as a mount. Hey, how the guy looks like he's about to take some pretty mean. I'm not reading that. See, it's like, oh, see, his beard isn't purple anymore either. They changed it to, maybe it's just the lighting, because he doesn't look very purple in this shot either. Firefox. Also, he doesn't even have a hand, this guy. He just got a hook hand. Why does he just have sleeves? I imagine it's just slight protection, but try making armor for a guy this big, I guess. But I guess they gave the Iron Boar guy some armor. I don't know. I guess it looks more like a wrestling outfit, doesn't it? With the mask showing off his pecs. It's more for show than actual protect. Also, because they don't intend for ALISTAR to live, right? He's not supposed to survive. He's not one of the big name celebrities here. Though this is also during the time of Borum Darkwill, so not sure yet. Or I don't even know. The timeline could have changed. Borum Darkwill could already be gone. Like, who knows? I don't know. Who knows anymore? Oh, right, remembers ALISTAR? Yeah. Look at that big man. Ooh. That's AP ALISTAR is what he did to him there. Yeah, the crowd loves him. They love that he beat that guy to a pulp, but then he shows compassion to his teammate. And then, yeah, they start throwing stones at him. And I think maybe I'm misreading this. So I think the soldier is like, yeah, they'll kill you too. If you don't kill me, they'll just kill us both. So, like, you need to live on, ALISTAR. I think is what's happening here. Because they were teammates, it seemed to be. He's like, no, you got to live. Because this guy would also be a prisoner. So he knows he's going through the same trials as ALISTAR has been. What's he doing? But oh, he's doing like a little gesture. He's like accepting his defeat. It's like, yeah, like kill me, ALISTAR. If you don't kill me, they'll kill you too. Like they're gonna kill me anyway. Yeah, now it's just like, oh, yeah. Because he's been through this 100 times. Alright, if memory serves, that was also part of Alistar's biography, was that the girl who freed him kind of brought his compassion back. In a way that like he'd brought his soft side out again to try and free him and help people. Because deep down, Alistar just wants to help people, but he has been tortured like this, like kept as a prisoner, and forced to kill other prisoners. It's not been fun. That'd be interesting if it's now Mel. I mean, so here we have like the flash forward. I don't recall if Alistar is still in the arena here. Yeah, but Noxus aren't the bad guys. They're not the bad guys. Not saying Demacia isn't filled with a bunch of psychopaths either, but like, Noxus is pretty bad, dude. Noxus is pretty bad. With Mel helping free Alistar was causing Bessa to banish Mel. I mean, I think we already knew what caused her to banish her was that it was probably a repeat offenses of. Like, no, you keep showing compassion, daughter. Yeah, I don't see ALISTAR down there. Void did less bad. I mean, Void just, like, is more like an animal than anything. Nox is just America today. This is what the WWE turns into tomorrow. Yep. That's what's going to happen. That makes sense. So. I don't know. It's all so. It's nice. It's kind of leads as like. So Mel is going to become a new figurehead in Noxus. Noxus. I don't know how. That's going to fit in with Swain and whoever. What is the evilest region? I'd say the evilest region would either... Like, the Void is just like an animalistic force that wants to annihilate the entire world. Noxus is pretty bad, though. Noxus, yeah. The one that always gets me about Noxus is the Grey Legion, which is the... Let me grab this artwork, actually. Grey Legion is with Scion's crew. And those are like the people that are brought back to life to fight forever as soldiers. I saw it there. Yeah, like this guy. Right? Like they bring these soldiers back. The one that got me out of here is Lost Soul. Do you notice anything peculiar about this guy's attire? That he looks a little... With the mask and the bandana and looks a little bit, that's more Ionian wear. And he's a bit on the young side. It's Zed. So what this reads as to me, if for those who don't know Kane's lore, Noxus was trying to continue their invasion of Ionia, and they thought, okay, the Ionians will be too compassionate to fight children. We'll make them fight children, and that's how Kane came to be. So I see this with a guy with a build relatively similar to Kane, who has more, like, so they kidnapped children, made them fight their wars, then brought them back to life as unfeeling zombies to fight forever. Noxus aren't the bad guys, though. They're fine. Nox is kind of fucked up, man. Like, they're... Jesus. They're the good guys, then, obviously, yeah. Yeah, well, we got, I'm very actually happy that we did get this motion comic. One that's ALISTAR. That it's like, this is one of my greatest dreams that Riot would do, is to give lore to old champions. Like, yes, we have some stuff for Mel, but spice up ALISTAR a little bit. That's great. That's awesome. I hope that this trend continues, that we get to see more of these motion comics, because they're not doing any of these any short stories anymore. But if we get stuff like this relatively frequently, like these motion comics in client for everybody to experience, I think that's excellent. I don't think this motion comic has as much narrative weight as some of the short stories we've seen. I think some of the short stories we got had a lot of oomph, like Echo's story always brings me back, or Camille. There's a lot of great short stories, and so far narratively this doesn't hit as hard. But it is a very good way for people who aren't familiar with the lore to interact with it. And they can recognize, like, oh, that's ALISTAR, I know that guy. Mel Motion coming about Shaco. ALISTAR ASU, I think at most this hints at a skin. I doubt they would, because you have to remember, this is also ALISTAR in the past. Same as how, you know, this is Mel and Ambessa in the past, right? They don't look like this anymore. Though getting a skin of Mel or Ambessa in these outfits would also be pretty cool. I'd just give you some more lore skins would be awesome in general. Though ALISTAR having the red mane, again, is like, did he dye his mane, or is it just, is that what we're changing about ALISTAR, that's how it is now? Don't know. ALISTAR's Guile. Probably free pass. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, free, because we get the Act 2 one, right? We get the Act 2 pass, which assumingly would be more Noxian themed, and that's probably when we're going to get Sanuzal Mordekaiser. Which, speaking of, we got this one. The story of Atakan. It's nice to see that, like, even in the old times, their armor was still relatively similar to Noxus, but not quite as much, right? It's not, they're not wearing, like, the full body armor. More barbarian-esque. Silly barbarian fans, there's outfits. That's the one thing that gets me. It'll show up in a second here. So, this is Sanuzal Mordekaiser, and well, you can hear yourself out however much you want, but it's a bit silly, you know, the long orange hair, the legs, the thighs exposed, with the half chest. It's a little silly looking. The crown looks cool, but he looks a little silly. I like that they gave him that the sharp nose. He's got like the little mustache and the long. He doesn't. You know what he looks like, actually? He looks like the body. He looks like what Reddit moderators think they look like. That's what I get from this. That facial hair, but with that bod. That's what I get from it. Conan the Barbarian. Not even Conan's this buff. Looks too exposed. I mean, I'm going to skip ahead a bit because there was this alternate design later on, right? In the, in like the murals.
Hey, it's the
right?
thingy.
Yeah, like this
people
version of
use.
Mord, right?
Thank you.
A dude that's obsessed with death and the afterlife. Yeah, I don't think he'd care to have more than the bare minimum armor.
I mean, but his whole thing is about being armored. I don't know. So this one's like proper helmet. It looks like Ganon, what I get from this, from Tears of the Kingdom. But I guarantee you, though, because we know that the Mordekaiser skin is exalted, exalted tier, this more armored up form will probably be one of the two forms that it gets. Or we'll probably have the armored up form, and then the more barbarian-esque form is the second one, right? And then the third form will be some color swap of this or whatever. We'll see. But it's hard for me to appreciate this because Mordekaiser LOR concept art. Because we... Oh, man. Oh my god. Oh, he looks so fucking cool, man. Looks so fucking cool. Oh, I'm pissed off that we didn't get this. It's so sick looking. This is the concept art for, even though this didn't even become a skin. I don't even know why they made this. And we get all these faces. Maybe I can switch to splash art view. There we go. Or actually, let me do this. Actually, this would probably be better. Let's do that. There we go. We get these faces for Sanuzal. This one's my favorite. I think the top right, that one's easily my favorite. That looks like badass, grizzled veteran warrior fighter with intimidating facial hair as well, but still some style into it. Angry eyebrows, the scars. Love that. I don't much like this one. This one just looks like this one just looks like Boomy from Korra. The tattoos one is fine too, but this one's my favorite. Mutton chops. It's good. It's good. It looks wild and untamed, but still with some style. Looks nice. Looks good. He looks intimidating here. This one doesn't look very intimidating at all. This one, he looks kind of silly. This one looks a bit more intimidating with the one missing eye. You know. Two of the concept had him with one damage, at least different colored eye. I wonder if they chose that. I mean, so they're obviously going to be going, like the real design they're going with is going to be the, this one, or not with this one, right? And we see later on that, like, I just can't, like, look at him there. Yeah, I don't know. For a character that's Mordekaiser, I guess this is him on off duty or whatever, right? I'm not it. And you know what it is, though? That makes me at least a bit like, well, you know, if he looks like this in Sanuzal's skin, then at least I won't be too sad about not getting it. But I'm already pissed off that they finally made Sanuzal Mordekaiser and they're not, they're locking it behind the gacha system, which stinks. I dig handsome Disney villain Mord. He kind of looks like that, yeah. The music for this motion comic is sick, though. Then we get Otacon.
Nature surprise!
Congrats on the new PC. What are the specs?
Well, my graphics card's still the same. It's a 3080. Just my graphics card isn't bottlenecked by my CPU anymore. Pretty much. So he gave it out. Could I give him deep scars? I mean, they gave Pantheon the big scar, so they could. Carrying to notice a sense of him because of the red hair. I don't know. So this is also interesting that we kind of learned through this comic that the version of Otacon we see in League is his true form. And the version we had in Alawar was his imprisoned form, where he was bound to Kastashli. I think that's his name, right? Katashli. Katashli. Yes. Ah! So still Sun was on full armor later on. Yeah, in the mural. God, Otacon looks so cool, man. Maybe this will be a form. Full-on shirtless Sanusa. Honestly, looks more badass than Human Mord. I might agree. Also, this also makes me realize that we're gonna have a Mordekaiser skin where he's not gonna have a voice filter because he's not gonna be spectral or have a helmet on. So we're gonna hear Mordekaiser without any kind of filter. That's gonna be very weird. I can't take it anymore. Firefox, for God's sake, the video's loaded. Oh my God, I can't stand it. The video is clearly loaded. Why? I can't take it anymore. It just is seemingly at random it wants to work. I don't know. Our Arbor GX sponsor. So then he bound the soul of Katashli and Otacon together. I don't think LeBlanc is here yet, right? LeBlanc wasn't around yet. I don't think LeBlanc was around until Mord had come back. That's fucking sick, though. So from what I recall, so he bound Katashli's soul to Otacon, but Katashli's still dead. So this is Otacon basically under control of Mordekaiser through the host body of someone who was very loyal to him. If I remember correctly, is what happened here. Look at Mord up there. Yeah, that looks cooler. I hope he looks more like that. What's the resolution, though? I don't know. Big version of Spawn with a carry Patrick. Yeah, he's even got the little backpack thing. And that looks a lot closer to the Mord we know, for sure. Yeah, I think that's the one they're referencing to, like the big helmet. Yeah, so I think, so after Mord died, then that means Otacon was kind of free. He was still trapped to Katashli's host body. But he was able to, Otacon was able to roam around Runeterra again. Then a bunch of idiot wizards brought Sanuzal back for some reason. There he is, the big man. And I actually really like this because, so that means that the Otacon that we have in LOR is the same Otacon we've seen forever. This is the LOR version of Otacon is the soul-bound Otacon, but it's withered away over the centuries. With it like losing his connection to Mord is withered away.
I have to give the fee for exalted skin Mord.
There's no exalted. There's none of that. It's none. It's not real. Wonder how and why he died. I remember. I mean, at that point, you have to remember when Mord died the first one, he was still just a mortal man. Mord had no powers. He was just a very strong man. Did a lot, and he just had a lot of people who were very loyal to him. Thursday Immortality was a rich for Soda as well. I don't know. You still have the RP I gave you, don't you? I have most of it. I ended up spending like $50 worth of it so I could get all the chip variants for TFT. The more one belongs to the demon, yeah, I know that. It's power scaling. Yes, it's like Otacon, as without Mordekaiser's influence, the host body started to turn more and more into the original version Otacon had. Then we get LeBlanc. Yeah, LeBlanc sees Mord. I do like that he's like standing on Otacon pretty much. Like, yep, slave. Do the bidding of your master. Probably why Otacon wanted to be free, I imagine. Fire Tibbers reference. I mean, Mord did have Tabalk. So that could be what the fire's referencing, right? And the Noxie tribes banded together to stop him. And also LeBlanc. I think that's where we learn, yeah, that the whole comic was from LeBlanc's perspective. This is what happens with Shyvana, VG lore-wise. I hope that she breaks up with Jarvis. Jarvis is a piece of shit. I think that's Vlad back there, isn't there? Because LeBlanc's there. She can fix him, yeah. Music straight out of KI, I kind of see that. That's awesome, dude. That's so sick. God, Otacon looks so fucking cool. My God. Otacon looks so sick. So, from what I interpret from this is that, because LeBlanc's whole thing is she is just trying to assemble every single powerful magical artifact and weapon she can. So, by taking Otacon and freeing him from the vessel, she technically had him under her reins, but by freeing him from the vessel that Mord had trapped into, he has no link to Mord anymore. And therefore, Otacon can't be used against them and can't be put back into Mord's service. But now LeBlanc has to control Otacon through her own methods, assumedly. The Avengers of Runeterra against Mord of Thanos. I mean, yeah, it's kind of what it was. Everyone had to band together to stop him. He's got another legendary. I mean, yeah, he's you know, Jin's, if she's releasing him now, she's aiming to use him for. I think she's more. Again, I think it's more as a precautionary measure. It's more if Mord is released and Otacon is still bound to Katashli, then that means just like before when Mord had awoken again, even though Otacon had been free, he was able to bind him again. So Otacon was still bound to Mordekaiser because his soul was infused with Katashli. So by freeing Otacon this way, now Otacon has no binding to Mord. And in fact, might seek vengeance against Mordekaiser for imprisoning him. So, but I know Otacon doesn't like LeBlanc either, so. Either Darken or Mord is coming back. That's the theory, right? Is that there's going to be Darken stuff. LeBlanc collecting L's and weapons against Mord. I mean, yeah, that's LeBlanc's whole thing is just trying to collect every manner of powerful artifact. Ensure, one, that Mordekaiser doesn't have them to use against Runeterra, but also that they can use them against Mordekaiser. So stuff like the magically infused children with Rel, right? Or potentially after Riven, or after Azrael with the Gauntlet of Nazook, stuff like that. Darken, potentially. That kind of hints as to why Vladimir was so... No, don't do that. Don't do that one. I have first-hand experience with doing that. Don't do it. Not good. Sure, red roses are LeBlanc manipulations. She didn't free Otacon. She put her leash instead. Yeah, that's... By freed, I mean freed him from Mord's binding. Undoubtedly, she has bound him in a different way, that he's now under her control, but it means that Otacon can't be used against her, and Mord doesn't have him in his army. Because if Otacon came back, you know, and now Tabalk as well, right? Tabalk is bound to Annie, so now Mord can't use two of his most powerful demons he had in his arsenal during his second reign. Could Lysandra just put Mordekaiser in True Ice so he can't escape? I don't know. Because Mord doesn't have a body to be frozen, right? He's a spirit. So I don't know. But he's not really a spirit, he's a revenant. I don't know if you could freeze Mord. I guess you could freeze the armor in place. I don't know. Anaka escaped her polar tomb as soon as she woke up. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Was that True Ice tomb, though? I don't remember. It's also, you know, kind of busy with the Watchers. Yeah, she had to, like, divert her attention to Mordekaiser, then the Watchers might get free. Just dump the armor into the void and have them deal with it. I'm sure nothing will go wrong there, you know. How many Pokemon's Mord? I mean, Mord was kind of... He was a conqueror, right? So he took everything... It was like LeBlanc, where he took every weapon that he could to use in his own arsenal, and demons were an especially powerful tool. We see even before his second reign, he was doing that with Otacon. Think Mel's gonna team up with Mel? Yes, I think that's a possibility. I don't know if she'll team up with Rel. Rel's kind of off doing her own thing, so I don't know. It's cool though. I do really like them doing these motion comics. I hope that this is not just like a one-off special thing. Please make this be a regular thing that we get on a semi-regular basis. Please, because these are great. And don't just only focus on the new champions. I do like that we went back to... I mean, obviously, Mord is here because this is going to be a skin, right? But and ALISTAR will probably be a skin as well. But... So, except for skins, those are getting worse. Yeah, I skins have... not been doing great for League of Legends. Mel, Rel, Annie, Riven team up against LeBlanc. What are your thoughts on if Riot did a yearly community skins challenge, putting champions in regions where they don't belong? For instance, like Noxus example, Jim, Shadows, etc. I mean, it'd be fun if Riot did more community-focused things in general. Not even necessarily an art contest. Just if they did more things to interact with their community directly, that'd be nice. Oh, it's the fact that Targonians gave Anaka's spear to Lissandra to seal while she was asleep, but when she woke up, it escaped right away. All the free rewards are gone. Yeah. Yeah. It's great. It's great. Riot has been on this very weird streak recently where they do something really awesome. Like they'll have Arcane, or they'll release Swarm, or they'll have these motion comics, and then we'll immediately follow it up with something terrible. Like, why? Can't you just make something good and leave it? Just make good things. Why do you gotta, like, hey, guys, we're focusing on the lore, and Arcane was awesome. Here's a $250 Jinx skin. Why? Here's a brand new cinematic with still here. Everyone loves it. Music's great. It's lore. Everyone, like, we laid off 500 employees. Stop! Let me enjoy things. Why do you do this to me? That's the things for the players. Monetization wants to exploit them. I mean, it's just... The thing is, especially now, with how things are going economically, I don't think this strategy is going to work anymore. The amount of people that are going to be willing to spend $250 on this stuff is going to shrink drastically, I feel. Whereas if you introduce more stuff that's only like $5, $10, people are more willing to do so. Well, it's for replay lives, yeah. Everyone broke, yeah. This game for removing the free chest is bigger than anything I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of controversy. The thing is, their whole argument was that the whole chest system was too convoluted because you need to get the cheese, the chests and the keys, but maybe some cheese, maybe some there too. You need to get the chests and the keys to open it up together. If you want to simplify it, yeah, just have the chests. That's simple fix. Just have a chest with no key. It just opens like how it should. What if I knew a cheese rat's new system? Yeah, that'd be good. Gotta get cheese Twitch confirmed. Yep. They want new players to buy champs with real money. The funny thing, here's the ironic thing. So, I don't know how many of you fellas were playing League before, like, 2015. But back in my day, because I'm ancient, this whole, like, loot chest thing, champion shards, getting all these champions for free at the start, you didn't get none of that. When I started playing League, you had the free champion rotation and spent a month to get Heimerdinger. That was just commonplace. Spending RP on champions wasn't even uncommon because it was so difficult to unlock champions. Unlocking champions now compared to last season and the improvements, right? It's worse, absolutely. But it's nothing compared to what it was back in the runes. League used to be pay to win. You had to grind to get runes, and if you didn't, you were at a significant disadvantage. It was way worse. You couldn't even pay RP to get that stuff either. You had to just grind. It was literally a time investment. If you played more League of Legends, not just skill-wise, you were just better at the game because you had more stats. And you had to pay RP for rune pages. Because you couldn't change runes in Champion Select. You had to change runes. You just had your rune pages. If you only had like the 1 or 2 rune pages, that was it. You had to decide preemptively what you were going to play, what runes you were going to have. It was ass. It was terrible. It's called return. Although I will miss 1% crit rune. That was good time. Just bringing the 1% crit runes so you have the 1% chance to crit. That was beautiful. I wish that was existed. There's actually insight from that Valorant makes more money than League. I mean, that makes sense with how many skin bundles they release. And when you buy a skin in Valorant, you have to buy the skin, then also separately buy the animations for the skin, then separately also buy the particle effects, and each chroma in a ladder option. So if you want the final chroma, nope, you got to buy everything first. It's awful. Valorant is the worst monetized Riot game. Although TFT holds a strong contender now. Just give all champs 1% crit chance to start. That'd be great. But that's what I mean. Like the people saying that, you know, it's impossible to earn league champions. Like, go back to 2010, my guy. 2012. Try unlocking champions then. I guarantee you, it was way worse back then. Buying champions with RP was a legitimate strategy because it took so long. Getting a 6,300 blue essence, or I guess IP, as it was known back in the influence points. Trying to get one of those champions took ages. That was like a month and a half to 2 months of playing League to get one champion. It was nightmare. And they released champions so much more frequently back then too. So I think the new system is worse than what we had, but there have been so many improvements to earning champions faster these days. I do think, though, they should go back. I don't get why they'd undo those improvements. Truthfully, and in all honesty, champions should just be free. Like, you shouldn't have to unlock They keep saying that champions don't make the money anyways, so just let them be free. I don't get why you have to still grind for champions. I guess there's nothing to use blue essence on without it. Yeah, like Marvel Rivals, right? Like every character's free from the get-go. They don't even have the, like, Overwatch, every character was free from the get-go, but you also have to pay for every character. But Rivals, every character is a free game, free every character. Should at least do Smite give us an option to play like $20 to unlock all champions forever. Or even, yeah, something like that, like a one bundle to get all champions forever. Excuse was not to hurt new players. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. People are overwhelmed anyway. You're overwhelmed with what champion to buy, and you don't even get to try them. You can't even go into practice tool and try all the champions. So that doesn't make any... That logic is completely false. Yeah, the tutorial's not... You only get to pick a handful of champions. Like, if you see a character you like, you have to grind for ages to unlock that champion. And what if it turns out you don't like them? Too bad. Time to grind for more. So, yeah, I think all champions should be free. And because all champions can be free, that actually incentivizes people to spend money on skins. Because now you have the opportunity to try those champions, and you like that character, you're more likely to buy a skin. I will say, I'm guilty of this, and I'll use this in Rivals. I haven't even played Rivals that much. But because I could try every character, I was playing Rocket, and I eventually landed on Magneto, and ended up liking Magneto so much I caved and got the X-Men skin for him. It's like, that wouldn't have happened if I had to grind for ages, who I didn't even get a second thought to playing Magneto, but I just randomly decided to pick him because all the characters were available to me. So, it seems so silly. Because in ARAM, I would get anything instead of the champs I own, and I'm not playing Kled or Aphelios. But people were doing that. There was, I mean, I don't know if it's still true, but back in the day, there were people that would have specifically ARAM accounts, and they would have only champions that were good. Like, they'd only unlock, like, Xerath, Nidalee, Jace, all of them. So they guarantee get the strongest pick. And they're like, air quotes, like, ranked ARAM players. It was so stupid. Pay champions puts too much pressure onto the player to decide what... Exactly. It's like, you say, like, oh, it's too overwhelming for new players to decide what champion to play. I'd argue it's more overwhelming to decide what champion to play because you have to pay currency that you earned to get that character in the first place. Now, not only do you have the decision aspect, now you realize if you make the wrong decision, then you have to play ages again to to potentially make another wrong decision. It's terrible. Just like they were with free champion rotations. But then, yeah, just get rid of the free champion rotation. If every character is free, There you go. Yeah, like buying champions and not liking them. Exactly. I had, like I said, I spent a month trying to get enough IP to get Kassadin. Because I like the Void characters. And then I played Kassadin, and I'm like, I don't like Kassadin. I wasted all my points. Free skin rotation. Also, I mean, Kassadin also looked a lot worse back then. Kassadin model. Where is this freak? Where are you, Kassadin? Where are you, you little thing? Where is he? Oh, there he is. What a goober. Look at him. What? There he is. There's old Kassadin. You remember what they did to Mythic Essence. So Mythic Essence becoming more abundant is a good thing if there's more things to get with it. But there isn't. It's all just the same schlock. Why are you blue? Ugh. What's black and blue and garbage all over? That's Kassadin. That's a good one, actually. I'm gonna write that one down. That's a good one. That's actually good. I can use that for something. Show me old Cho. I mean, old Cho is the same model-wise, just his textures were changed. That's why if you ever see Nightmare Cho'Gath just uses the old textures. There he is. There's old Cho'Gath. What a little goober. Can you believe that's the thing that got me into League of Legends? That? Friend came over one day, said, hey, I got this game to show you. You can play as Godzilla. Oh? Really? Okay. And then that's how I played League of Legends, was friggin' Cho'Gath. And I think Nightmare Cho'Gath was the first skin I ever got, besides Unchained Alistar. That guy's just silly. I mean, to be fair, his current model's not exactly scary either. I wouldn't exactly call this terrifying, you know? Like, not the scariest thing in the world, this guy. He looks better, for sure, but it's like, it's just the textures got changed. He's just Violator. Yeah. Violator from Spawn. You can get champ capsules, but you have to... But have them let you choose from 3 random champions when you open them. That'd actually be cooler if you get to choose a champion from champion capsules instead of just blue essence. I'm sure redesign. I gotta make an aspect devourer. Interesting. Same serious needs. Just that guy. Yeah, I was just like, it's just stupid T-Rex bug monster thing that grows in size the more he eats. Like, I think conceptually Cho'Gath is awesome. It's why, like, I think when I got into League, geez, it would have been like 2010. So I would have been 12 years old at the time when I got into League. So, yeah, 12-year-old idiot brain was like, ooh, dinosaur. I like it. Many years later, you play League because of Snake. You know, I know it's funny. Let me grab this real quick. There has been a champion that actually is getting close because of the way that they changed the mastery system. There's a champion that I have now that is getting close to equaling Ivern's mastery level on my account. I don't know if you'll be able to guess it, but collection. He's getting dangerously close. He's getting dangerously close. Also, I played a lot of Cho'Gath, so now Cho'Gath, because the way they changed the mastery system, now I've got more Cho'Gath than Lilia. Even though I'm pretty sure I have more mastery points on 1,570, 57. Yeah, well, barely any difference. W rework. I like Skarner a lot. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I really do like Skarner. And I loved old Skarner too, so they can't call me fake because I liked him before. He's still one of my highest Mastery champions before, but now he's like top 3. So like the new Mastery? Me too. I hate it. When was the last time I played Ivern? Not for a while. I think it was ever since they changed Leandry's not having the Lost Chapter. Playing Ivern mid became a lot more difficult, and also there was just so many. Ironically, Ivern mid does better into assassins, and because the long range mages are so much better, it's so much more difficult to play Ivern mid. Where's Cass? Cass is down here a bit, I think. Yeah. Cass is that I gaslit myself into learning this champion. But I think it's, yeah, but Karthus is where it starts with, like, these are like the top fellas that I play the most. Thomas Kedge. What's on the low end? Take a wild guess. Who could possibly be on the low end? And last memory serves, there's literally 2 champions down there. Or Parasite. I don't even know where Parasite is. I think Parasite's even above here a bit because I played with friends. We were saying Eve. I think actually I have Eve up here somewhere. There's Eve, yeah. Mastery 5. Guess my random thing, the original cast doesn't exist. Just expect your one to show up. Good. This is good. The plan continues. Is that bad compared to Cat? Honestly, it's more for the meme now. To be honest. When's the last time I put like a Seraphine hating joke in a video? Now playing Seraphine just more for the memes now. Got Tuesday design. Good. Base casuals like bootleg. Excellent. I think the reason I think I've played Yumi more is just because it's been like you can just do stupid I think when I played Yumi, I think it's because me and my friend were playing Yumi Vigar because Yumi would just like boost Vigar's AP. Was it Sarah? Yeah, I really like LOR Seraphine too. Yeah. Penny's eternally favorite. You know what's actually so? I feel like Riot is intentionally trying to make Seraphine worse, or like worse in her reputation, because we have the battle pass. Oh, I guess it's right. We got the new battle pass coming in, and these TFT battle passes usually cost, I think, like $10 ish. They cost like 1,000. Sorry, they cost like 1,200 RP or something, and they have, because set 4.5 is coming back, they have a special small battle pass for that, and usually those battle passes that they have for the set revivals are a lot smaller.
Snake
Eating those beans.
Spy safely arrived at my home.
Yay!
She asked me to send this feed.
No, she never do that. Thank you, eating those beans for 18 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Usually they have these battle passes and they're a lot smaller. We have a lot less rewards. But this one, for the set 4.5 revival, has the Chibi Seraphine. And I thought, oh, that's kind of fun that they would put a Chibi champion in the battle pass. And these battle passes are usually cheaper. They're like $5. Like, okay. And Seraphine's very popular. So that's generous to put that in there.
It's a thingy people use. Thank you.
So for the next plushie you make, can we also get a talk box in them that when you squeeze them it says entry fee?
No. Also, next plushie, I don't even know. So the funny thing about that is, even though there's less rewards, but it has the Chibi Seraphine, the 4.5 battle pass is going to cost 1,900 RP. It's more expensive for less rewards just because it has Chibi Seraphine in it. So they purposely upcharged it. Like, come on, guys. Like, why? Yeah, like, I can probably even search it up. Let me, TFT set 4.5 revival pass. Let's see if there's one on Reddit. Ew. Gross. Oh, Reddit. I probably should look battle pass, not just pass. James, would like to give a redesign other than Cass, Civ, Soraka, and Lily. I mean, I have sketches I did of Nocturne and Olaf and Anavia, but I've never gone through with them. So, was this my Iron Jungle? Probably years ago. The MMO jobs what race region will be. I mean, I feel like if I don't pick Yordle, then I'm gonna be murdered. So I probably would pick like a Freljordian if I had my better choice, but all right. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about on this stream today. It was a short one. But I'm also very tired. I got woken up early because of the stupid sounds in the walls and thinking that I had a thesis meeting, even though my professor never messaged me about the thesis meeting. 107 rewrite progress. Got too much on your plate. Too much on my plate recently. And now that's the season 2024 that I still have to get that done. Because my thesis, you gotta understand, working on my thesis, this is not even like hyperbole, physically broke me. I haven't been able to work on my thesis because of the physical toll it put on me. I've had to go see the doctor. I haven't gotten results back from my x-ray yet, but there's a chance that I might have done permanent physical damage to my shoulder muscles and my neck. So working on stuff has been a bit of a pain. A bit elevated. Oh yeah, he's good. He's good. That's not good. No, it's not. Not fun. Anyways, fellas, I'm going to call it there for today. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you for all the bits, all the subs, all the everything. Thank you. And I'll see you, I don't know when. I don't know, whenever Riot decides to show something else, I guess. So, ooh. There you go. Have a good day. I'll see you next time, alright? Goodbye. Goodbye.